Man, for the longest time, I thought happiness was making a whole lot of money, driving a cool car, having a hot wife, taking these crazy vacations. And don't get me wrong, those things are amazing. But the happiest I have ever felt in life is the times where I wake up excited to work towards something that day, excited for the plan and the purpose I have in front of me. And look, I know it sounds cliche. It's like, oh, yep, another purpose influencer. But give me a few minutes of your time because, man, if I knew this a few years ago, my life would look completely different. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel basically as a way to talk about the lessons I'm learning, the mistakes I'm making in an effort to make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself a little bit faster. So I have been doing YouTube for, man, it feels like my entire life. Over 10 years at this point, and I lived, honestly, what a lot of people would probably think is like the perfect childhood. I made a good amount of money early on in my life. I had a lot of people who knew me. I was just kind of doing that thing. But I wasn't happy, quote unquote. Of course, it was exciting. There was always these ups and downs, and it was cool, but I wasn't happy. And later on in life, I started being like, why is that? Why is it that I'm doing this thing that I always dreamed of, that a lot of people always dream of, but I don't feel happy? And it wasn't until I sat down and really looked at things for a while that I started trying other ventures, other avenues, that it kind of started clicking to me like, man, these numbers on a screen, this monetary value, what people view as successful, as cool, it doesn't mean the same things for everyone. Until I started learning what I truly love, and that's helping people, improving myself, and helping other people improve themselves, that I started getting fulfillment in my life. And when I started chasing that avenue, chasing that direction, is when I started feeling happy. There was this time when I was building Elevate, and for some of you, you might know Elevate, others who don't. It's basically my self-improvement community. I have free versions, I have paid versions. Anyways, I digress. But when I started building that, there was a time I almost didn't even have time to go to the gym. I would wake up at 6 a.m. and I'd be working on it the entire day. But man, I would jump up out of bed every morning, not because it was fun, but because I knew what I had to do. I knew the direction my day was gonna take me. And there's excitement in that. And I know that by doing that, I'll inevitably achieve my version of success, which is freedom. And I know this is just a stepping stone to get that. So, what am I trying to tell you here? You need to find your version of success. You need to figure out exactly what that means for you. That's not going to be the same thing for everyone. For some people, it might be building a massive company and making a lot of money. That doesn't mean it has to be that for you. Sure, you might see people online and be like, well, that looks cool. Maybe I do want that. That's not what we're focused on. We're focused on what if you achieved one thing, if you took out opinions of other people, how you look to other people, all of these different things. If you just did one thing, what would make you happy? What would make you feel like, wow, that was a successful life when you're on your deathbed? Figure out what that was. For me, for example, that is freedom. Being able to do what I want, when I want, and just enjoying life. Oh, my microphone fell. That's awkward. Just enjoying life. You know what I mean? So I want you to sit down and truly ask yourself that. What is success for you? And what steps can you take to start achieving that each and every day? Because I promise you, when you stop living your life to please other people, when you stop living your life to look successful to other people, you're going to be living with so much more purpose. And as a young individual, which I'm assuming you are by watching this, or whatever age you are, you're obviously a purposeful individual. If you are watching this video trying to become better, you are going to achieve that. So, ladies, gentlemen, whoever is watching this, however old you are, chase that version of success, and I promise you, you're going to be happier than you ever have been before. Just felt a little inspired to make this video. I thought it was kind of a fun one. So for those of you who are wanting to be in a community who surrounded by people who are kind of on the same journey as you obviously are, have accountability, talk with me on a daily basis, I have a link to Elevate, my self-improvement community, down in the description. There's like videos, there's coaching calls, we do a whole bunch of stuff. There's a free and paid version. I really don't care whatsoever which one you join. Join whatever one is going to help you achieve your goals the best, and I would be happy to help any way I can. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this hit home for at least one of you. That would be a successful day for me. Like, comment, subscribe. I got more videos planned out coming soon, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.